If you choose not to innovate, you are sowing the seeds of your own destruction.
If you don't innovate, you probably will die.
The challenge for most of the telco incumbents is how do we differentiate ourselves?
We want to create meaningful innovations.
And we need to find new ideas, new products to grow.
To be at the cutting edge, to be a pioneer, to be a leader. Throughout the ages, humankind has innovated to evolve. True innovation requires higher thinking. It breaks molds. It sets different pathways. Our world today requires a different mindset.
I think every sensible person agrees or acknowledges the fact that the way we operate our planet and the way we consume, that is not something which is sustainable. So we need to change. There's no way we can sort of continue to do this for another 2 or 3 generations.
Anyone thinks that we're going to come out of this recession and get back to business as usual is deeply mistaken, I think. So we have to reset our minds, we have to reset our business models, the way we do our business. And the only way to do that is by disruptive innovation.
The biggest key issue, I think, what I see in big corporations is they're so immense risk avoidant that they cannot really embrace innovation in the core.
Everyone on your team must be a self-starter, a team player, a doer, a quick study. Egos need to be left at the door.
Is your company ready for the shock of the new? And is your team ready for limitless thinking? Evolution in business happens by disaster or design. The question is, which will you choose?
Fundamentally, what we need to achieve is innovation enablement. So basically it means that today, whereas most of the telco operators are thinking in terms of innovation development, whereas we do something ourselves, we invent something ourselves and we put it into market, we need to move in the direction of innovation enablement, which means innovation through collaboration.
Big companies have the ability to bring something which is small to something which is big and to make it really big and sustainable over the years and to reinvent themselves. Small companies sometimes have the opportunity to really create something, a small business out of something new technology. And sometimes big companies are struggling with that. So you need both.
New thinking doesn't just connect A to B, it questions the very notion of A and B. Take social energy, for instance.
We had independent developers looking at both the data sets from Essence and KPN, and all of a sudden came up with a fantastic new apps or value propositions that would make our customers happy.
And all those applications are enabled by data from different companies. So one company has energy consumption data, another one has location data, another one has data on the availability of a certain appliance to switch on and switch off. Philips has data about the status of a lamp. If you combine all this data, you can think of nice applications, and that's what Social Energy is the platform for.
And bringing together energy data and telco data delivers a very rich source of possibilities for our customers. That's why we think the collaboration with KPN was an excellent example of creating value for our customers.
Does size matter? We don't think so. Instead, we think that ideas matter. We believe in passionate partnerships, which are all about growth.
Governing a big corporate, I would just invest a vast amount of money into a couple, maybe even a lot of startups, beginning very early stage, and just let Darwin rule. Provide them with the sources that they need primarily, which is money, and then just let Darwin rule.
So what we offer startups is what you shortly could describe as smart money. So we offer capital, but in addition to that we offer media exposure, web and app development, usability, and aside from that we offer guidance with both the Sanoma Ventures team, but also with a business mentor from one of our business units.
I think it's really important that the larger company knows that it's working with a startup which is iterating fast, making decisions fast, and can change its course basically overnight.
Well, I think that would be probably a pitfall for a big company to indeed say either, yes, this is a good idea and we do it ourselves, or why don't we just buy that company?
My biggest worry is always that if corporates buy something, they want to have it, they want to possess it, they want to make sure that it's in their building and stuff like that, and it's listening to the system and the corporate governance and the rules of the big corporates. And most of the time that means that in a couple of years the total entrepreneurial dream is flown away and the startup is dead.
And innovation through collaboration means that you need to make sure that you have an ecosystem in place which allows you to operate in that way. That is not only the technical side of things, but mainly how do we engage with that outside community, with those more or less established third-party companies, both the very big ones such as the Apples and the Googles and the other ones, and as well as the more local entrepreneurs, and what are their expectations, what are their business models, and how can we make sure that we get to a 1 + 1 is 3 output through intensive collaboration. And that's by far, I think, the biggest challenge that we have.
So connect, innovate, and let your ideas ignite.